So I heard this right now before I started. It almost sounds like the Lord is going back and forth a little bit, but I think he's trying to describe what Kamala Harris is about to do, right? And so I'm just going to read through this. I heard this right before I jumped on the stream today. Then I'm going to go back and finish what I heard the other day. I heard the Lord say this today. He said, she's becoming more persistent to the point of irrational behavior. The quote unquote sticking to the script will be her undoing. She's moving so heavily into the talking points and strategies that her people gave her that she's unwilling to look at the issues rationally and through the perspective of the people again. And then I heard, but even her sticking to the script won't work because they aren't her points. What's the Lord saying? He's talking about she's doing what she's been told. She's doing what she's been coached to do. She's saying what she's been coached to say. And these are not deeply held beliefs that she has for the nation and for the good of the people, but rather these are strategies she's been handed in order to win, right? So he said, but even her sticking to the script won't work because they aren't her points. And he said she's moving away from talking points without even she'll move away from talking points without even realizing what she is doing in the moment. It's an agenda given to her that she is meant to follow. But this is what I heard the other day, and it almost sounds like God's going one direction and now he's going the other, but I think he's trying to describe the kind of the back and forth that's happening. And then the Lord said this the other day. He said, she knows what she's doing, Troy. She's willing to do and say anything at this point to get elected. She's unafraid of stealing, lying, and cheating if she has to. She's made agreements with people in darkness to get her spot filled, but I am moving against her even now as the tide is rising. And then the Lord said, I am moving to elect justice upon the land. I know this is a word that's going to make some people upset. But I would say this, if you're a Christian and you're planning on voting for Kamala Harris, or you're planning on voting against Donald Trump, whatever that may look like, this would be my encouragement to you is let the Holy Spirit lead that. Let the Holy Spirit speak to you about it. And also I would encourage you to weigh the major issues that Kamala is supporting and that Trump is supporting. Some of the major issues that Kamala Harris is supporting and her platform supports are things like abortion, things like, the whole like sexual revolution, stuff. And it's like a lot of the stuff there at the top are very anti-biblical things, and does that mean that Trump's platform is perfect? Absolutely not. Does that mean that every stance that he's taken on these issues is perfect? No, not even close, right? But when I pray about it and when I've done the research, what I've seen is that there's a very different picture coming from one side than there is coming from the other side. And I honestly believe what's coming from, Trump's platform is going to be a lot better for the nation and the people within the nation than what's coming from Kamala Harris. So that's me. I'm going to say this. That was me. What I just said, that last sentence, that's my opinion, right? But these other things that I've shared are from the Lord specifically. So I need to delineate between those two, and I'm still a human being and I can still have an opinion, hopefully. But when I heard this thing about the Lord saying that he's moving to elect justice upon the land, and he's moving against her even now as the tide is rising, I just got hit by the glory so hard, which to me is a very, very strong confirmation